Most people don't realize how much money you can make running a valet trash business. I built mine from nothing, and I'm going to show you exactly how to start your own and get to $10,000 a month, even if you've never done this before. So my name is Darren, and I've been running a multi-million-dollar valet trash company for years now, and I've made every mistake known to man in this industry. So the goal today is to try to save you some time and some effort. So let's break the business down in a way that's simple and real. Valet trash is one of the simplest service businesses you can start. Essentially, apartments pay you to collect bag trash from residents' doors every night, and usually it's Sunday through Thursday. You and your team walk the property, collect the bags, and take everything to the dumpster or the compactor on site. Here's how the money works. Properties pay anywhere from $10 to $18 per unit per month. So if a property has 200 units, that's $2,000 to $3,600 per month for just one contract. And once you get the contract, the money hits every single month. It's recurring and it's predictable income. The startup costs are insanely low in the valet trash industry. All you need is a reflective vest, gloves, trash bags, and a push cart. That's it. No office, no fancy equipment, and if you're lucky enough to land a mid-rise or a high-rise apartment, your first contract, you don't even need a pickup truck. And you can run your first few properties yourself at night while keeping your day job. Pricing is simple. The standard in the industry is per unit per month. For example, a 150 unit property at $13 per door generates $1,950 per month. Now, your nightly labor costs may be anywhere between $40 and $60 a night. So that means this business has very healthy margins. So here's the part that everyone overthinks, getting your first property. The bottom line is this business is relationship driven, and property managers, they honestly just want reliability, communication, and consistency, not perfection. So when it comes to getting your first contract, I would try everything because you just don't know how your first contract is going to manifest. My first contract came by way of me simply walking in an apartment, going in. It was a new build, and they didn't have a vendor, and they gave me an opportunity. That's one way to do it. Maybe one of the most difficult ways, but at the end of the day, you have to try all things to get your first contract. I mean, that's from calling the leasing office. You can drop off flyers at apartments. You can offer a free night of service, a free trial night. And the biggest thing is follow up. When they give you dates, always follow up on them. Now, one thing about it is if you ever walk in an apartment and they're under contract, you need to save that date on your calendar. And 60 days prior to that contract ending, you need to follow up with them, especially if they're unhappy with the service. And that's just a rule of thumb, and always do that no matter what it looks like. So ultimately, you don't need a website. You don't need a huge pitch deck. You just need to show up and let them know that you'll take care of their resident and keep their property clean. And just keep being consistent, and somebody's going to give you an opportunity. Scaling to $10,000 a month is much easier than you think. 3 average size properties get you there, or one large 300 to 400 unit property. Once you land one, it gets easier. Properties talk, and people will find out about you before you actually meet them. And your reputation is going to grow organically. And eventually you can hire a couple of reliable night techs and focus on actually growing the business. Ultimately, this business changed my life, and it can change yours too, but only if you understand how to land your very first contract. And that's exactly what I'm going to break down in my next video. So if you're serious about starting your valet trash business, subscribe so you don't miss it.